Welcome to another special edition of Horner Sunday Kitchen. Today we're going to be making chuck roast on the grill. We're going to be smoking it. So we're going to make some pulled beef out of chuck roast today. We're going to put a whole bunch of different flavors on each one. Try it out. It's the first time I've ever done it. So stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. All right, for one, I want to put just Johnny's on it. Johnny's and Cavender's. This one's gonna be for my wife. She's the traditionalist, so she doesn't want anything too spectacular. So, but I'm gonna rub these down and leave them in here for about an hour. About an hour while that soaks in. I was gonna do this tomorrow, but it just sounds so good. I wanted to do it today. So, and of course some regular salt. Gotta put some kosher salt on there. Let that soak in for about an hour. I think that's gonna be good. So on the next one, I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper because this one's for me and whoever else wants it. I'm only gonna put it on one side. I'm just gonna kind of rub it on both sides. I think I can put it on both sides. Cayenne's not that hot. It's not like it's Carolina Reaper powder, which I have that too. But that might be a little too much. So, and of course some Cavender's because I'm really liking the Cavender's lately. It's such a great flavor, great seasoning. It's that Greek seasoning. It's an all-purpose Greek seasoning. It's called Cavender's, and my son-in-law introduced me to this, and it's amazing. You can get that at any H-E-B or any Walmart, and if not, look that up on Amazon. It's really, really good stuff. Really good. And then I'm gonna put some garlic powder on here. Garlic powder. I like spicing mine up a little bit. I like a lot of different flavors. My wife, like I said, is traditionalist, so she doesn't like it. I'm gonna put some cumin on there. I'm gonna buy some new cumin. Of course, my wife doesn't like cumin anymore. She used to like it in her chili, but now she's not even liking chili. So her tastes are changing. So we have to adjust, which is fine. If you're a husband, you know that. So just a little bit of cumin on there. Like I said, my wife's not going to eat this one because it's got hot stuff on it anyways. And then this mesquite from Grill Mates. Mesquite marinade. I'll put that on there too, a little bit of that. Rub that in. I'm gonna let this sit for about an hour while I heat up the grill. I'm gonna use the snake method. So raw charcoal on the bottom, and I'm gonna put some charcoal in the chimney and light it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the post oak in there. I'm gonna pour the hot charcoal right on the cold charcoal so it burns for a long time. It'll burn for like 6-7 hours at 350. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this, put it on the grill over a pan of water, not directly over the charcoal. You can't do that. And we'll explain when we're doing it. Right? So we'll be back. All right, as a quick recap, what we're gonna do is we put the charcoal in the smoker, we lit it up, we put a pan of water on the right-hand side of the grill, some post oak right here, and then some charcoal, some raw charcoal right here. We're gonna pour it, once it gets hot and white, we're gonna pour it on top of that, lower it down, put the grates on, and then put the chuck roast on this side of the grill. Okay, not this side. For about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, till it gets about the internal temperature of 165. We're gonna keep it on this side, and then we're gonna take it in, wrap it in butcher paper, put it back on the grill for another 2 hours, till it gets to about 200 degrees, and then we're gonna pull it with 2 forks. So that's the plan, but this is the first time. So I think it'll work out though. The brisket was wonderful, so I think it will, as long as I can keep the way that it's smoked. All right, the grill is at about 360 degrees now. I've already had the charcoal, got the pan of water, it's heating up. You can see it's smoking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the roast right to this side. Here, a little bit of a sizzle, and add the other roast. yeah, it sizzled. So I'm gonna add that. That's gonna be its home for the next 2 hours while it develops a crust on the outside, and then we'll check back. It's about 12:20 right now, so at about 2:20 we'll check back. Should be about 165 degrees. Oh, by the way, the vents on the side, the vents on both sides are open, and the top vent's open, so we're getting as much heat as we can. All right. Usually they roast these for they smoke them for about 10 hours, 12 hours at like 275, 250, 275. I'm gonna do it at 350, just like I did the brisket. The brisket turned out absolutely wonderful. So I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. I think we're onto something. So I think we're gonna keep it around 360, and I think it's gonna turn out great. We'll see. Today we're gonna make some potato salad with the smoked chuck roast, the pulled beef we're making. The reason I'm making it is because I suck at potato salad usually. So I'm gonna boil the potatoes. I'm gonna add a red onion. I'm gonna add some green onion. I'm gonna add just the pickles in the fridge. Kosher dill whole. I have one left, and then I'm gonna chop up some hamburger dill chips. And I'm gonna use mayonnaise. You can use whatever mayonnaise you want. I mean, whatever you prefer. I gotta boil some eggs too. Put some eggs in it. Might put a little bit of ranch, dried ranch dressing in it too, to just add a little bit of different flavor. So that's about it. Hopefully it turns out well. I mean, it's gonna be a challenge because I've always screwed up potato salad. We'll let you know how it tastes. Now, when you're chopping these up, the potatoes, you want to make sure they're all about the same, width and thickness, so they all get done around the same time. Okay, I'm not too worried about get all the skin off, every little thing. My sister Danette, she cannot stand having any of the peeling on it at all. So she's I understand that though, because you get solanine poisoning. You can get solanine poisoning from the eye of a potato. So she just doesn't like even risking that at all. I like a more natural look. So I usually generally leave a little bit of the peel on, just to give it more of a natural look. I wish I had some red potatoes, but I'm too lazy to go to the store today. So we're just gonna use old Texas grown russet potatoes. So, and I know you guys from Idaho and the Pacific Northwest are like, oh my goodness, you gotta use Idaho potatoes. Get out of your bubble. Get out of your bubble and realize they grow potatoes in a lot of different places. And down here, it's hard to get Idaho potatoes unless you go to Walmart. So sometimes I don't like going to Walmart. So I just get these, all right? The size of the potato that I cut it usually about the size of a Lego brick. Because everybody knows what a Lego brick is. Everybody's stepped on one or two. So you know, just the 4-piece Lego, about that size. You don't want to get them all the way done when you cook them though. Just before they're done is when you do, because they continue to cook once they're done, once they're out of the pot. And then I'm gonna cool them down real good, and then I'm gonna add it to the wet ingredients, which I have about a cup of red onion, about a half a cup of green onion. I put probably about half a cup of chopped pickle in here, with about 1/8 of a cup of pickle juice. You gotta have some pickle juice in it. Now I'm gonna add probably about 2 cups of mayonnaise to it. And I think it's gonna be perfect. And then you add the eggs when they come out too. You have to add the boiled eggs, chop them up real good and add them. So I'm gonna add probably about 2 cups of mayonnaise. In the perfect world, you'd have a longer spatula so you don't get mayonnaise in your fingers. I really don't like the smell of the mayonnaise. It's all right, because it tastes really good. Let's see if we can get some more out of there. There we go. All right, Leave enough for somebody wants some sandwiches or something. All right, so then we're gonna stir that around. And remember, it's got pickle juice in it, so it's gonna get a little wet, and the onion is gonna bleed off a little bit, and so are the pickles. So it's gonna be perfect. And just look at that color. I add the red onion because it's got a great flavor, but it also has a great color for your sauce and for your potato salad, and the green onions too. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Now once the potatoes are done and they're cooled, I'll add them right to that, stir it up, then chop up the eggs, add the eggs, stir it up. And you don't want to stir potato salad that much because it does break up a lot. It's not like macaroni salad. Then we'll be back for that. One thing I forgot to mention is I'm gonna put a clove of garlic in here too. Just one clove. I don't want it to overpower it, but I want it to give that nice, a little hint of garlic. That's all I want. Plus I got a new garlic press, so I gotta use it, make it worth it. So I think it's gonna give it a nice flavor. It's fresh garlic, so it should be all right. And mustard. You got to add mustard, just a little bit. I mean, unless you're from Texas, because Texas loves their mustard. I added about a teaspoon. I'm not a huge mustard fan. I like mustard on hot dogs, but if you're in Texas, I guess you were born and raised to have it on hamburgers too, because Whataburger just cakes it on there. But that's fine. You can always add more. Just add a teaspoon. If you like mustard, add some more. Okay. And I'm gonna do these eggs in my little egg slicer. There, throw that in there. I'm doing this before I add the potatoes because I want to stir this around real good one more time with the egg in it. And then add the potatoes. And once you add the potatoes will be folded in. All right, because I don't want to rip them up and shred them and make mashed potato salad. This is not mashed potato salad, which I don't even know if that's a thing, but it probably is. I've made it several times, so I know it is when I try to make potato salad. But this time I actually took the potato. It holds its form, but the fork goes through it. So that's what you really want. You don't want it where it's falling apart. It's still a little bit warm, so it's still gonna cook just a little bit, and that's fine. Here, I'll get that other. All right, so now I'm gonna stir this around. I'm gonna add a little more mustard for a little more color. It should be a little yellow. And you can add a little Dijon mustard if you want to. You can add whatever, dry mustard, probably give it a unique flavor too. But yeah, I just wanted a little bit there. And chop up these eggs a little bit more. We like quite a bit of egg in it. So, all right, now I'm gonna add the potatoes to it and just fold it in. Right, get rid of that spatula, just use a spoon. We're gonna fold this in and refrigerate it, and it'll be ready when the pulled beef is off the grill. Be nice and chilled and a great flavor. Everybody knows potato salad tastes better the next day. A lot better. Once all the flavors get incorporated and the egg soaks up a little bit more flavor, it's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to this. A little bit of ground pepper there. Maybe a little bit of ground salt. A little bit of that. All right, that's going in the fridge. We're ready. Our grill maintained about 360 to 370 the whole time. We're gonna check it. It's been 2 hours, so we're gonna check it. Oh, and as you can see, that looks wonderful. Put the thermometer in the fattest part of the meat so you can get the true temperature. It's at 160. It's ready to come off. It's ready to come off and wrap in butcher paper. So we're gonna take this off, put it in this pan. This is the hot one. So put that right there. And put the other one right there. And the wood's starting to really smoke. So we're gonna go inside, wrap it in butcher paper, and then put it back on. All right, we're inside. Now I'm gonna take this and wrap it in butcher paper. Take each one, put 2 pieces of butcher paper on each one. Just gonna wrap it up. And I'm gonna put it back on the fire. Well, not on the fire, directly on the fire. It's gonna be above the actual, the pan with water in it. So that way it doesn't burn. Wrap it up. A lot of people use aluminum foil. I don't use aluminum foil. I use butcher paper because I like that little crispness on the outside. I think it's gonna give it really good flavor here. Smoke. It smells wonderful. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I really do. That way you guys could see it and smell it, because it's really, really good. Good smell to it. One of these is hot, one of them is not. So, and I can't remember which one. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. So, we're gonna put this back out on the grill, and it's going on for another 2 hours. So I filled my cooler about halfway up with scalding water, because my wife has the water heater turned up so hot it'll melt your skin off. So I'm creating a hot box. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create this hot box and close it for the next hour or so, so it's hot. And then I'll drain the water and I'll put the roast in the butcher paper directly into this, so that way it stays warm and it'll allow the juices to incorporate really well into the roast, so I can shred it real easy. So we'll be back to do that. We're outside. I think the temperature is right around 200. It's about 4:25, 4:30 in the afternoon. So it's been on there for over 2 hours. So let me see here. Get in there. I want to pull it around 200, 205. Oh. It's right at 200, 205. So that's good. That's perfect. It maintained around 350 degrees in there, so the whole time. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these off with my leather gloves, and I'm gonna put it right into this hot box. I already drained the water. Now I'm just gonna put it in here. You can see the grease coming off that. It's gonna sit real nice. And then this one here. It's gonna be its home for the next 2 hours, and then we're gonna shred it up. It's gonna be so tasty. It smells wonderful. So we'll be right back in about 2 hours when we shred it. All right, the brisket's been in there about an hour and a half, probably right at an hour and a half. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it out because I'm impatient and I wanna shred it up and I wanna look at it. So I'm gonna get one out. Ooh, that's hot. It's still very hot. Very hot. I can't believe it. After an hour and a half of sitting there in this paper, it's still just roasting hot. That's good. That's a good thing. I don't want to lose any of the juice. I want to add as much of that juice as I can to, oh yeah. That's gonna be perfect. Oh, wow. It's falling apart. Don't have any more juice. It's all soaked into the paper. Oh, a little bit. I'll put that in. Drip all over. All right, look at that. Look at that. And we're gonna shred it up so that the grain doesn't matter so much. Oh, but if you're just gonna make it into a roast, then yeah, the grain matters because you want to cut against the grain. So we're just gonna, oh yeah, that's gonna shred it nice. I'm just gonna chop it up, kind of just thicker pieces, and then we're gonna shred this. This is how nice that looks right there. Nice that looks, how easy that's gonna be to shred. Oh wow, that's hot. That's hot. There, little pieces right there got a little done, but that's fine. This is gonna be, oh, the flavor is gonna be wonderful. So, and the grandkids aren't here, White and Western aren't here, because we were supposed to have a tropical storm Laura, or Hurricane Laura. It was supposed to dump on us here in Houston in spring, but it ended up not. But they went north to get out of harm's way. Of course, we have 6 dogs, so we didn't go north. So that's fine. We didn't get anything. Lake Charles got pounded. I want to pray for them. They're hurting. So yeah, we were safe. We didn't lose power. Didn't get any rain or anything, and we were projected to get rain. And they canceled schools and everything. So that's it right there. That is the money shot. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's good. Okay. That's good. That's gonna be good shredded meat. It's gonna be really good. So we'll be back for the tasting after I shred it all up and make sandwiches. The potato salad actually turned out better than any potato salad ever invented or made in the world. So even Amy said that it's really good. So, which is weird because usually I have like mashed potato salad and mine always shreds. So, but it turned out wonderful. A lot better than I could possibly imagine. So follow that recipe. Follow the recipe and you'll love it. I even added a little bacon bits to mine, and oh, it was a game changer. It was awesome. So as far as the pulled beef sandwich, it's awesome. It really is. On toasted buns, game changer. Really, it is. But the MVP of this meal, definitely potato salad. I've never been able to make potato salad, ever. And this is the first time it's ever turned out, and everybody loves it. It's really good. That red onion and then the green onion, really, they added the extra that I needed. And the potatoes turned out perfect. They're not too soft, not hard, they're perfect. So, well, thank you for another wonderful edition, watching another wonderful edition of Horner's Sunday Kitchen. I'm gonna go eat, and me and Amy are probably gonna watch a movie. So, like and subscribe if you want more videos, and hit that notification button so you'll be notified when it comes out. All right? So, until next time, it's Horner's Sunday Kitchen. Be safe out there.